Who am I? Sino nga ba ako? It's easy to get stuck in uncertainty and fear. It's been so hard for everyone this year. The present-day realities have made us believe that the future holds nothing to look forward to. Now more than ever is the time to acknowledge our multifaceted strengths. When we boldly answer, I am, to the question, who am I? We're calling out to an explosion of beautiful affirmations about ourselves that we need to be reminded of so we can move forward with our inner compass directing us towards our ultimate goal, joy. The BDJ 2022 Power Planner is an invitation to show up and trust in the soulful alignment of yourself and of your dreams. BDJ will be here with you as you intuitively recognize and continue growing your greatness.
Hi, Jess.
Hi, Em. Good afternoon,
Hello.
Bella Moms.
Good afternoon, guys. Where are you from? Where are you broadcasting from today, Jess? In your room?
Yes, in my bedroom in Laguna. How about you? You seem to be somewhere else.
Lumabas ako. I went to a co-working space just here in our community. So,
Nice,
fresh air
nice.
dito.
Oo nga, fresh air, fresh background. As in, bago lahat.
And
Ako,
also
may
yung
bago
guest
akong rule.
natin.
Oo nga, we have a
yes.
guest this afternoon. Can I hear from the Bellas watching? Hi guys! How are you kayo? Saan kayo nanonood from? Nagkakape?
Oh my, I don't have coffee. May coffee ka ba, Jess? I seem
Eto,
to have
kanina ko
forgotten many things. Congratulations on your new role. You're also promoted to tech.
I know! I miss Belle. Ang may-ari ng Belle de Jour. Char. Ayan. So we have Bella Moms coming in. Welcome, welcome. So this afternoon, we will continue our conversation on acceptance and
Yes.
courage. That being said, we will be pulling from our Dare to Be cards. So usually we use our Dare to Be cards for journal prompts. So ngayon, hulaan.
Sorry,
Char.
wala ako.
So
Wala
I'm gonna
akong
pull for
contribution.
M. That's okay because like what you said, everything today is about courage. So I'm gonna pull a
Yes.
card for you.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm excited. Anxieties or distractions. True. Hindi ko mabasa. Release them in writing and charge them with acceptance. Oh my God. Charge them with acceptance, compassion, and I don't know the last
And
word.
gratitude.
Gratitude. So, ayan. For that, thank you more, please. My newly minted pen. Thanks to Dar.
Guys, pwede nyo ba i-customize yung planners nyo ng mga quote, pangalan, or hashtag na gusto
Yes.
nyo. Medyo special. Kailangan
Really a nice pen. Jess and I use this pen. You can get it from crazyaboutpaper.com. Actually,
Yes.
and have it
I have it in
printed.
all colors.
Oh my God ka. Nakaubos na ako ng dalawa. To be
Ako
fair to this
nakaubos
pen.
na ako. Naubos ko na yung green. Second set ko na to kasi nga wala na akong green. Ano ba yan? Ang
Gusto
dami
ko
natin.
din. Oo nga, dahil natin daldal. Oh wait, sandali. Ano nga yung sinabi niya?
Yung
Anxiety. Yes.
Ang bilis ko mag-interpret. Ayan. Anong masasabi mo?
No. I'm a testament to that talaga. Parang, di ba in the last conversation, the last Bella Moms live that we had, parang that's also the invitation to me to journal and to write things down. Tapos, medyo na-journey akong grief eh. I think I shared that with the lead. So, medyo na-journey akong grief. I guess some of it hindi talaga lumalabas eh. At the same time, no? Parang the body knows how to regulate na ilalabas lang niya konti-konti na grief na kaya mo. So ngayon siguro may space ako ng konti sa heart. So may nalabas na naman akong grief. And then, eto nga, nag-journal ako using I'm so prepared with my big ideas na
Coming soon
quest.
to, guys. Di pa namin ito nilo-launch. But yes,
Yeah, it's not yet listed. Yeah, it's super big. As in super. Like, guys, if you compare it to the size of Belle de Jour, which I'm also ready with, o diba? It's a wonderful size for writing things down. So I've been doing that. So thank you for the card for affirming me that I'm on the right track.
Ayan. Ayan, magdadalas ako ng paper para malaman nila na meron tayong payday sale.
Wow.
Just in case you like any of the pens or the cards and the quest journals. But anyway, I wanna pick a card for myself also kasi I haven't actually
Go.
journaled. Kasi nga naglulupasay ako dito, trying to be a functional, functional anxious person. And this is my card. Positive thoughts act like a protective shield from energy attacks. Sige na nga.
Ano yung sabi sa ilalim?
What will your shield be made of?
Nice
I think
question.
prayer. Yeah, mine is really praying. I think on days na feeling languishing ako, I think yun nga, journaling is like a form of prayer also for me kasi sometimes I really just write down my hopes and dreams and wishes. So, sige na nga, positive thoughts. Opo. And then, of course, this will not be complete if we do not pull a card for our special guest.
Oh
a
yes,
very
our
good
guest.
friend of yours and mine. So,
Yeah,
barkada na tayo.
I'm so excited for this conversation, to be honest. So
Sabi
let's
ko
bring
nga
her
yun.
in.
Let's bring her in, guys. We'd like to introduce to you Cheska Silvestre Cruz.
Hi,
Hi,
Jess.
And
Hello, nice to have
I'm
you
so
here.
happy to be chatting with girls I admire and grew up with.
Grew up with! Oh my gosh. Oo nga, lakas
Oo.
mag-adulting sa buhay, ano? Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
pick up a card for you, Chess, okay? And
Thank
then,
you.
let us know how you feel about
Okay.
it or what you commit to do after this card is picked.
So
Very, very random.
A great life is to be able to ebb and flow. Wow, sobrang sakto sa topic natin today on acceptance, right?
Sabi sa
And you're also
ilalim,
you're also
may
at the beach,
question
diba,
to. Where
Jess?
has life... Magandang first question to.
Oh my goodness, go. Ano?
So, Chess, before you, siguro, as you introduce yourself to our Bella moms, maybe you can answer this question. Where has life taken you so far? Describe the rivers, lakes, and oceans in your life. By the way, ako pala nagsulat nito, so pasensya ka na sa don't go chasing waterfalls inspired card ko.
Yeah.
Yeah, si Jess yung gumawa ng courageous cards na yan, Jess. So,
Okay, so actually, I'm saying hi from sunny La Union.
oh,
So this was
wow.
Nandiyan si Tom!
talaga. This was a
Oo,
spur of the moment trip. So with my husband and kids. So you know, these days I'd really describe myself as a waterfall. Nax. So overflowing ako ngayon. But when I first started going to La Union, parang it was like from a river to the ocean. And then finally, parang feeling ko nga sobrang sakto. It's come full circle na our topic is on acceptance. And I'm in La Union at a state when my life I feel is a waterfall. Yun.
Wow, ang ganda naman. Jess, parang waterfall is so relaxing. Yung parang
Yeah.
wina-wash away, everything from you. What makes you say it's a waterfall?
I feel like I'm at a point when my cup is full. Life is not perfect, by the way, ha? Like far from perfect, but yun, I'm in a good place because my cup is full, so it's overflowing. And yun.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ano to, i-ground natin yung sinasabi mo, Chess. Is there like a situation recently that has, that makes you think of this water elements or you as a waterfall in the ocean? Para
Yeah.
nakaka-relate naman ang ating Bella Moms. Hi, Sai! May nag-hi na sa atin. Hi!
Hi, Sai. Thanks for being with us.
So what led to this? Last year, parang I felt like it was drought in my life. And you know, seasons of drought makes you doubt. Not just not
of
just doubt
drought
like
makes you
diba? Not just what you've built or where you are, but really doubt yourself. And I guess I'm at this point because I really work on filling the cup. And once I started filling the cup and connected to, I would say, an eternal source of water, meaning it doesn't dry up, this well that I'm connected to. Uh,
Mm-mm.
so it's become a sustainable sort of journey for me.
Mm-mm.
So I never feel like I'm running out at this point. And yun, it's really flowing.
Nice.
And I
Naman.
never thought I'd get to this place, okay? Like, I
Oo.
realized I loved, so in hindsight, I loved pala playing the victim before. And, by playing the victim, people, pour water into you because kawawa ka naman. And I loved it. It came to a point na I loved it and I was behaving like a victim all the time.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And I realized na nakakapagod din pala yun. It wasn't sustainable. Parang playing the victim and then relying on others to fill your cup. And therefore, I had to change strategies, right? So, yun.
Wow. Jess, that's a mouthful, ah, for you to move from victim to overflow. So
Yeah.
I guess my question is, what was acceptance? What acceptance happened in that journey na from victim, naging overflowing ka na, hindi powerful ka na? Ano yung
Oh my.
acceptance na nangyari doon?
So this is the first time I'm actually gonna share it like in public. And I'm
Okay.
glad that
This
I'm
is a
doing
safe space.
yeah, yeah, I'm so glad that I'm doing it with you girls.
Thanks, Stress.
Because I'll come from a place of vulnerability. I think the first thing that's really hard to accept. It was a journey. It's been a journey since 2017 when I realized that I had this belief system growing up. So 30 plus years of conditioning na I need to feel loved. Para I felt like I'm not loved enough. Alam mo yan, di ba? We got processed by the same group, right? So I
I
felt like
know.
I wasn't loved enough. And therefore, I accepted na apparently everything that I was doing, the intent was to feel loved more.
Love more.
Oo. Para I
Externally.
externally na I
Mm-mm.
wanted to become more beautiful so that I will be loved. I
Mm-mm.
wanted to succeed, create, build so that I would get the love of my colleagues and peers, ganon. And therefore, it was embarrassing to admit to oneself that, parang, wow, hindi ka rock star that way. 'Di ba?
Oo.
Coming from a place of, I want to feel loved. Therefore, I will try to be better so that I will be more loved. And therefore,
Mm.
given that, my journey of acceptance moved on to actually, I am beloved. So even with my imperfections, even if I feel like my best isn't good enough yet, I'm already loved as I am, right? And
Mm-mm.
and in fact, and then the next step was that there is no such thing as perfect love here on earth. Na parang I was expecting my parents to love me better. I was expecting my husband to love me better. Even my children, parang love
Mm-mm.
me by behaving. Alam mo yun? So, gano'n na parang, oh my goodness, when will I get this perfect love? And I realized, chasing that perfect love on earth is impossible. It's an impossible quest. And therefore, parang accept the reality that you will just get pieces of God's love. That is the perfect love here on earth. So my husband will love me perfectly in his own way, the romantic kind of love. And it's not even the storybook type of, romantic love. My parents can only love me this way. And it doesn't
Mm-mm.
mean that they love me less. It's just that, it's humanly
That's what they
impossible.
know.
That's their
Yeah.
capacity. Or that's how they
Mm-mm.
know.
Yeah. So, yun. And therefore, and yet, I accepted also that this need to be loved will not go away. Sorry, pumipitik ako
Mm.
para lumabas yung
Ginagawa ko rin yan. Huwag ka mag-alala.
So, So, I accepted na this need to be loved, parang because we're human, baka hindi siya ever mawawala. And therefore, stop placing that expectation on people.
On other people.
Yeah, on other people. And instead, know that there are other ways to fill my love tank. And to me, it's really through Bible study, knowing God more. And honestly, di ba, Jazz, like our grade school, high school selves in Catholic girls' school, would never would never have imagined that I would get to this place. And
Oo.
therefore, yon, parang that's also a different kind of acceptance, revealing to others who
Mm-mm.
who would doubt like this capacity to be like religious, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
Na yes, parang I am totally dependent on God. I'm one
Mm.
of them already. So, yun.
Mm-mm. So nice. So parang you've accepted your spirituality in the sense that you know your beingness is love. That's why you are love, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Alam mo, mahirap maintindihan yung beingness eh. Sa totoo lang. How
Totoo
would you
lang.
describe that?
Beingness.
Kasi
Oo
what
nga.
you were saying actually was you alluding to you being love. Therefore, you are deserving of love. You are worthy of all the love, diba? And then whatever love you need, it's your responsibility to give it to yourself. That's
Yes.
essentially what I heard from you. But I feel like you really worked on being love yourself. Diba?
Yes.
So
You
what did
drop
that
the
look
B
like?
as in being love, L-O-V.
Being love.
Oo.
Oo.
Parang it takes quieting, and that's so hard to do, 'di ba? Parang
Oo.
just keeping quiet, putting away distractions and giving yourself, parang the first step I think is giving yourself time to be quiet, to reflect, not create, 'di ba? Type A people, and ako admitted
Always.
like, parang always kailangan may output palagi, kailangan productive. So to
I
and to
relate. And just the maximizer also relate.
yes. And to even just shut up. Kasi
I
dami mong gusto
know.
sabihin, right? So
Oo.
Huwag
to
kang
shut up.
mag-alala, meron pa tayo. Mahaba-haba pa yung oras natin. Sige lang, Chess.
Pero just curious ako. I really resonate to what you said about giving yourself time. How do you do it? You're such a busy career woman. I mean, ang mo negosyo. You have sinag. You have side
Puzzle.
businesses. You're also homeschooling like us. And then you have
Yes.
your husband pa. So,
Yeah.
paano? Paano nangyayari yung stillness?
Yes. It means my day starts when the family is asleep. So, yun talaga. So, I get my me time, even if I need to wake up early. As
Same.
in, as in,
Appear.
alarm ko forever 6 a.m. Okay, snoozer ako by the way. So, by the time I really get up, 6:30, 6:45 na.
Mm-mm.
Pero, alam mo yun, I guess, I realized that by waking up, even if antok-antok pa ako, parang it's a gift to myself when I start my day,
Yeah.
'di ba? When I
I
start my day
resonate.
centered, then,
Oo.
and parang feeling ko, napuno ko na yung sarili ko bago ako nagbibigay sa iba. Sobrang important pala yon. And hindi ko
Oo.
naman nafe-feel surprisingly na inaantok ako in the afternoon. Mahirap talaga
Mm-mm.
gumising sa umaga. Like, I'd rather sleep in and hug them. We co-sleep in.
Yeah.
Diba? It's so
Oo.
sarap to sleep in until they wake up at 9. And
Mm-mm.
hindi ko pa sila pinipressure. Thanks to the pandemic, hindi ko sila pinipressure to, you have to wake up by 8, start school by 9. Hindi. Parang sige. While you are
Mm-mm.
asleep, I will do what I have to do for myself and, diba, for work. And, so, yun.
Oo.
Jess, ang ganda ng sinabi
Yeah.
mo about waking up early and filling yourself up already before you're ready to give. Kasi hindi alien sa akin yung concept of waking up early because Em and Dar are really early risers. Ako naman, I'm a late sleeper. Feeling ko kasi yun yung me time ko. Yung pagtulog na yung
Yeah.
buong bahay. That's me.
Yeah.
But now that I'm thinking about it, kasi ang restorative strength ko 31 eh. Sa Strengths Finder ha. So hindi
By the way, si Cheska nag-introduce sa atin ng Strengths Finder.
talaga.
Remember?
Kaya
Oo,
pala
Jess.
I shared it with
maximizer
Em.
sugar.
Yeah, you gave me a book, and ever since, my life has been the same. Hasn't been the same.
Right? Parang
Pero
once you're
Jazz, what you're
Oo, ako
saying?
talaga actually I've always parang since you guys spoke about the Strengths Finder, 'di ba chess tayo? I think that was my first test when we were working on a
Yes.
project together.
Oo.
Yeah, 2016, Cheska and I like matched our strengths on how we can work better together.
Yes! Oh my
Oo.
goodness! I
That was great.
remember!
Tayo.
That's how I found out that I'm strategic and an activator. But not until I worked with M and Dar did I realize na, ito pala yon.
Kasi na-practice mo na by
Oo.
doing.
And
Oo.
alam mo, acceptance din yun na you have to accept your strengths. Kasi, like ako
Exactly.
before Strengths Finder, parang I was in corporate, I was in Unilever for 10 years. Buti na lang I discovered Strengths Finder, I think midway through my career in Unilever. Iba yung, hindi ako operator. In Unilever, sobrang important na operator kapag nagtatakbo ka ng negosyo, di ba? So when I discovered Strengths Finder, I was in an operations role. So parang ako, oh my goodness, I love it here. But meaning I love the people, I love the energy, but I needed to find my way to that part of the organization that played to my strengths.
Yeah.
Nice. Oo nga.
I feel the same
Otherwise,
way.
otherwise,
Otherwise, mababurn out ka.
oo,
You
mababurn.
hit the
And in
ceiling.
fact, nangyayari na sa akin yun at that time. Nag 1 month leave nga ako noon eh.
I remember. I
Ang
remember.
daming mga ano nito eh, no?
Oo.
Mga nare-remember.
Backstory. Pero ito, I wanted to, na-realize ko just while you were sharing, so might as well mention it na rin. Yung siguro the abundance of time that Cheska and I feel, if I liken it to saving, diba it's always mentioned by the finance gurus to pay yourself first. So
Yeah.
that's why it's so important to start your day na puno ka. Hindi yung kung anong natira, yun yung sayo.
Mm-mm.
Siguro kaya may energy si Cheska, sinasabi niya parang na-surprise ako, I don't need a nap midday. It's kasi punong-puno siya sa umaga. Lahat ng
Yeah.
gusto niya gawin for herself. Siyempre with a boundary na until tulog pa yung lahat ng tao, gagawin muna niya.
Oo.
Yun, I relate to that also. I think I really started feeling more abundant when I did that. Yung intentionally wake up for myself. Enjoy my cup of coffee, diba? Or
Mm-mm.
journal. Give
Yeah.
myself time to be on top or ahead of the day's work. Because I do enjoy giving my all-out productivity at the end of the day. When I start with that, ang ganda ng araw ko. So much to be grateful for.
I know what you're saying kasi parang hindi naman ako resistant to the idea. It's just really, I guess, parang getting into the routine. Because my kids are early risers. As in, 6 a.m. in punto, gising na yung mga yon. So
Nako,
usually, ang ginagawa ko, sinasalubong ko sila nung puyat ko. Like
okay.
today, parang kagabi, nakatulog akong 7:30.
Nakita ko nga ang stories mo ng 3 o'clock. Ano ba to?
Gising na ako ng gising na ako kaninang 3 o'clock. Kasi nga natulog ako ng 7:30. But it's a good day, kasi nga I was
Yeah.
able to prepare for nature study
Oo.
this morning. And as in, maganda. Usually kapag, kunwari, sinasabayan ko sila ng gising, yung gising na wala sa ulirat, tapos nagagalit ka na agad, padilat ka pa lang.
Yeah, ayoko yan.
Pero
Kasi
alam mo,
when you're doing that, ang kalat mo, oo. I heard that, stop fighting. Yung tulog ka, pero galit ka na.
yeah. Pero
That's
alam mo,
our
Jess,
default.
ako yung pag nagigising ako ng 3 a.m. Kasi ako like parang ever since I got pregnant and had kids na 18 months sila before nag-sleep through the night, nagigising ako in the middle of the night. So I used that time also to, kasi it's hard to fall back asleep, right? So instead of like doing social media, as in I play meditation, or I would write, or at my
Oo.
worst last year, gigisingin ko si Enzo. So yun, si Enzo is my husband. As in with all my anxiety. Paminsan, no? So gano'n, parang I make productive use even of that 3 a.m. pocket.
Ganda, ang ganda. Ako din,
Pero-
I don't sleep with the phone. Para lang talagang sa
Ako
umaga.
rin.
Yeah.
Prayer.
Yeah,
or-
I put my phone away. Pero I have insight ha. kapag 3 a.m. daw, ginigising ka, angels mo yun. And they want you to either meditate or pray or write. Basta connect. Oo.
Wow,
If
that's
you're constantly woken up at 3 or 4, it's a time to connect.
that's
Yeah.
good. Kasi ang
Okay.
alam ko sa 3 a.m. is witching hour.
Witching
So that's
hour.
the time for, yeah.
Oh, so i-shift na
kinakabahan
natin
pa
yung belief system.
Oo.
Oo.
And alam mo, buta na lang i-share that kasi ako when I wake up and check my phone, it's 3 a.m. As in, I get kabago. So magandang mindset change yan.
Angels yun.
Okay.
Actually, Chess, since you were talking about strengths kanina, kasi when Jazz and I were talking about the talk points, you were saying, parang mas madali tanggapin yung weaknesses mo kaysa sa strengths, di ba?
Yeah.
Parang mas sanay tayo, mas model tayo to accept, ganito ako, mataba ako, or unhealthy ako, or, di ba? So, meron ka bang mga bad things about you na tinanggap mo? What have you accepted about yourself na parang seen talaga as bad by society? Meron bang ganon?
Yeah. So, yung top of mind ko, I'll start light. Yung top of mind ko is, 2 years old na yung anak mo, mataba ka pa rin. And ano, di ba? And syempre, grab, kung kasabay ko ng anak, si Solen, alam mo yon anchor.
Taas na.
Parang naman masyado niya namang tinaas yung bar di ba? And alam mo, nag-workout ako diligently. It's just
I
that
know.
I love to eat. And you know, for me, food is one of life's simplest pleasures. Na I don't just eat to survive. Like to me, like eating and like good food, parang it gives me so much delight. And you know, now with this fitness crazed world, and I'd say I'm also like fitness crazed because like I work out almost every day, if not every day. Pero parang I've accepted na I work out so I can eat. And maybe, alam mo yan, little by little, I'll make better choices. But you know, I love sugar. I'm sorry. And like,
Oo.
judge me. But, alam mo yan, I won't na skip. And people give me so much advice na, skip the rice, skip the carbs. I'm like, okay. Parang part of acceptance pala is no longer reacting violently na, you do you. Or like, bala ka na. Parang, wag mo ko pakilaman. More like, sige, parang now, like, even my dad tells me, parang, stop the sweets. I'm like, okay. Alam mo yun, say okay. And then, alam mo yun, wag nang, do not resist the feedback. Just accept. And then you. Parang, hindi ko na kailangan sabihin na, I'm doing this by choice or whatever. Basta, hindi. Basta,
Hindi ka na mag-e-explain.
Oo, hindi ka na mag-e-explain. Kasi energy din yun, di ba?
Correct.
Oo.
And then I guess another thing that I've accepted about myself that I'm also working on is that this constant, because I'm not a creature of habit. Parang I've accepted that. Even if I've been trying so hard to like really create like daily rituals. I'm not a creature of habit, and this extends to my work. So even if remember, I took myself out of operations because it's the same thing every day. Now with the work I do at CNAG, so it's a marketing consultancy. We create new brands, diba? Or we work on growing existing brands. So palaging iba-iba. So exciting na dapat 'yon. Ngayon naman, parang nabobore na ako dun sa process of creating new brands. Exciting yung pag nandyan na, ito na yung new brand that we've created. Pero yung process na, okay, we're gonna create a new brand again. And recently ko lang to na, di pa alam ng partners ko, guys.
Ito po yung press release niya. Ito na yung alignment.
Kilala niyo pa naman yung partners ko. But anyway, parang ano muna ako, parang it's accepting na okay, na medyo na, hey, oh my gosh, sorry. I'm connected to the internet, sorry. Kinuha yung phone ko na. Okay, so, wait. Anyway, yun, parang nawawalan ako ng excitement sa process. And therefore, nandun ako sa point na, what are new things that I can do? So, na still along the lines of creating, but maybe like create new things. And alam mo, I've in fact, I was resting from May until September. As in literally resting. Parang I wasn't so busy. And then suddenly October, ayan na. I was talking to so many people again. Parang bouncing off ideas again. Finally, like created a pitch deck as in ganon for these new ideas. So parang I guess accepting also na I was saying nga I was talking to my college barkada. Sila, basta the JMA girls, ganyan. So, sana simple na lang ako. Sana, mahilig ako. Sana kaya ko makontento, di ba? So, pero like I realized, I guess, yun na nga, ebbs and flows, right?
Yeah.
So, it's okay to and maybe these are our angels sort of poking us. And
Yeah.
I want to believe, I read this in a Bible verse that I forget, na God plants the desires in your heart. So then maybe, and then yung prayer ko nga, but at the same time, by the way, since the pandemic sort of shook our world, right? For the first time in my life, I don't know where I want to be like 5 years from now, or even like 10 years from now. Dati, very clear to me, I want to become marketing director, CEO, mga gana.
Yeah.
Tapos ngayon, parang, it's an open book. Like, or rather, blank pages. Parang, yung prayer ko nga kay God, sige, parang I will acknowledge the desires that you plant in my heart. But please, close the doors that you do not mean for me, and lay down the paths
Yeah,
that,
pave the way. Pave the way
Yeah,
as
yeah.
effortlessly as possible, diba?
yes,
With ease, yeah.
I always
Oo.
say that in the morning. Let life come to me with ease and joy. As in, inuulit-ulit ko lang. Tapos parang feeling ko, wala lang. It's a prayer in
Ganda ng
itself. It's an
articulate.
affirmation. Diba? Let life come to me with ease and joy. Actually, this is such a, courageous conversation, Chess.
Oo
Kasi
nga.
somebody like you, so driven, ha? Parang the way I've known you ever since, talagang si Cheska, hindi, may projects yan here and there.
Very
And then
busy.
to learn that you've been literally resting since May, wow, you deserve
Salamat
that. I just
and
wanna
salamat
say
sa
you
Focus
deserve that.
Journal. I think it became,
Talaga?
yeah,
Amazing.
Focus.
Wow.
Last year, my journal was everything is possible. Oh my goodness. Literally everything was possible. So this year, parang wow, dito ka nag-resonate. Focus.
Wow.
Siguro next year mag-ano ka naman. BDJ
BDJ.
ka naman, Chess. I am.
Okay. Sige,
The
sige.
BDJ this 2022, thanks to Jazz, the theme is I am. So it's up to you to
Okay.
declare. Very
Okay.
very leap.
Yeah, very
Very
Nung sabi
Yeah.
nga ni M, si Chess, ikaw yung pwede namin i-guess. Sabi ko, ha? Hindi ba busy si Chess? Parang, talaga? Pwede si Chess? Wow,
Pwede si
amazing.
Chess. She always make
Diba?
time.
I'm
And
so
feeling
happy.
ko,
always make time.
yeah.
Especially for friends. And to help. Ganyan. Sakit
Oo
ko din
nga
yan, by the way. Alam mo yun?
Ha?
Sakit ko
Sakit.
din yan. Na parang
Oo.
I say yes to so many things. And then, I find myself exhausted. Ganun,
Entangled.
yeah, pero yun na nga when you're connected to this eternal source, or rather parang this well that runs so deep, parang di ka pala mauubusan.
Correct.
Kasi may time, kaya yung May, I took a break, feeling ko ubos na ubos ako. And I even used the word yun to friends I talked to, grabe, I'm burnt out. Like after what, working for 16 years, tas parang yung first real rest ko talaga was yun, May to September of this year.
And you were just here, diba? It wasn't rest na you're traveling, seeing
Oh,
sights,
I was
diba?
just at home.
Loving
Nagpakapuntita.
everybody around you and just
Oo.
relishing the quiet whenever there is quiet and spending time with kids. That's wonderful. I feel like this pandemic is such a
gift.
redefinition.
Can be a
No?
gift.
Oo, it is a
It has
gift.
its blessings, yes.
Like what you said, na parang you're so used to knowing 3 years from now, 5 years from now, this is what I'll be. For now, we just learn to be content and grateful for what is. And it's
Yes.
not such a bad thing. Something to accept talaga. It's not such a bad thing to not know all the time. Diba? Where you're headed.
Yeah. But I have to admit it wasn't natural for me to just accept. In fact, I was crying about it a lot last year. Mga October, yun nga yung peak of my lupasay, as Jack would call it. Lupasay! As in,
Sandali, hindi ko ma-accept na naglulupa sa'yo si Cheska.
Yeah,
lupasay!
imagine. Pero sige, ano, how does peak of lupasay look like for you, Chess?
Ayan, at 3 a.m., Enzo. Tapos sasabihin ko talaga na na I think my 20-year-old self would be so disappointed. Parang at the Cheska at 37 years old. Ganun yung kwento ko last year na parang, is this it? Parang,
Mm.
I've come to, alam mo yon, feeling ko I wasn't maximizing my potential. Parang I guess because I was defining, or I was sort of measuring myself against the standards of the world.
Mm.
And therefore, and plus, I knew na type A ako eh. I'm the type to have goals that I achieve every year. I know
Mm-mm.
where I want to go, and then I chart my path para I make things happen, and then suddenly hindi ko alam kung ano yung gusto ko. As in, ganon. Na I would cry about it. And I parang it wasn't such a good energy to give off kasi every Tuesday in our company, we would have parang mga food for
Town
thought
hall.
sessions, o town hall. Pero yung town hall, hindi siya address, like general address, hindi. Ano siya, parang may question of the day and then everyone answers. Oh my goodness, umiyak ako every Tuesday. And feeling ko yung energy ko na transfer ko to the rest of the team. Na parang I realized na we have a responsibility as leaders pala, di ba? Na
Mm-mm.
yun na nga, dun nag-start yung I needed to fill my cup so that I can pour to the others who are relying on me. And yet at that
Projector
time,
kaya si Cheska.
ha? Ano?
Projector or reflector kaya si Cheska.
Iniisip ko na nga yung human design mo, Chess, kanina.
Oo,
You know the
ano?
human design. Well, it will be able to tell you what kind of energy you have. So, kung you're used to doing many, many things, si Jem, hi Jem,
Oh,
hindi ko alam kung
yeah.
si Jem, manifesting generator. So, maraming ginagawa. Parang may ADHD.
Yes.
Yon. So, parang that's another awareness tool for you to be able to accept na kailangan marami ka talagang ginagawa or kailangan mo talaga maging ganito. Ayun.
Oo.
Anyway, na-off topic lang kami.
No.
But,
I think that was perfect. Like you just built on what I said. As in,
Oo.
ganda ng dala mo doon. And yeah, and in fact, parang I was also sort of berating myself for taking on too many things. And then I realized, helpful ako eh. Alam mo yon?
Oo, bakit ba?
Diba? Parang it's okay. And then, parang even if I don't earn from it, it's okay. Parang, syempre kino-compare ko sarili ko na may friends din ako na parang ano ka ba, dapat ginawa natin yan. Tapos parang ako, hindi, it's okay. Kanya yan. And tulong lang tayo. Parang hindi kailangan makipag-partner sa lahat. So, ano yun part of my entrepreneurship journey. Hindi kailangan patulan lahat ng grasya. May mga
yes.
Consultant lang, di ba? Oo.
No need to say yes to everything. Boundaries pa rin. Oo.
Diba? So, feeling ko, yun, na parang it was okay pala to have, yun na nga, to have no plan. It's okay to distress about it. Parang in fact, it's okay to grieve and mourn, I guess, that part of yourself. Diba parang change is always uncomfortable. And okay, I really have a bad memory. Kasi ang ganda-ganda nung quote na nakita ko somewhere. Pero you know how, 'di ba, pearls are created by oysters when sand gets in, and parang they try to make something beautiful out of this discomfort and pain. So I
Mm-hmm.
guess ganon, parang let's use this moment, like just use the lupasay moment to create something beautiful. And I know you can do it, right?
Thank
You,
you.
diba, the branding that we came up with for you, beauty strategist. You know,
Yeah.
you can create a pearl, Jazz,
Thank you,
right?
Tess. Oo nga, and recently, one of my more recent brides nag-message sa akin, sabi niya, somebody's doing her makeup for a shoot, ganyan. Tapos na-realize lang talaga daw niya na you were really meant to do what you're doing. As in, for my wedding, I wouldn't have had anyone else do it. And moments like that really affirm me na, yeah, I did naman talaga what I was supposed to do. And I think I would still like to do that. I just had to accept na there's a season for it. Or maybe
Yeah.
there are people for it. So, it's not for everybody. And it's okay that I don't put myself out there. Isa yan sa mga inaccept ko last 2 weeks ago dun sa first episode namin ni Em. Yes,
Correct.
Cheska is a Jasmine Mendiola bride, by the way.
Oo nga,
Yes.
ang ganda nga ni Jess. Eh,
In
maganda
fact,
ka na. Ba't pinaganda pa ni Jazz?
alam mo,
Yun.
honestly, alam mo, and natutunan ko to from talking to a lot of women before. Parang nandun ako sa group of women na my wedding pictures are my most beautiful pictures.
Aww. I think all women, their wedding pictures are really their most beautiful. So,
Ay, ako
inaihintay ko
hindi.
yun.
Hindi
Feeling ko
ako.
kasi, nandun na,
Hindi kasi
before,
ako
di ba, I
pwede
was
nung kasal.
handsome
Char, joke
enough.
lang, Meg. Hindi kasi ako pwede nung kasal mo Charot. Joke lang, Meg.
Hindi.
Ano kasi?
Iba talaga
Okay.
yung energy ko noon. May fear kasi.
Ako
Anyway,
yung naalala
accepted ko na
bigla.
yun.
Kaya ka gines ni M para iwasan yung mga ganitong tanong Anyway, stress, I had a difficulty answering this question during the last episode. 2:12 na ha, time check lang. Nagpapakabel.
Ang bilis!
Ano naman yung good
Bitin.
things about you that you have fully accepted?
The
Ano
good
yung
things
sabihin?
about me.
Good,
Mm-mm.
yung good naman.
Number one, when I am abounding in ideas and energy, I infect others. So
Yeah.
I will really draft people na, alam mo yun, people saying si Cheska may kilala everywhere. And parang I've been using it to my advantage na kunyari, okay, I want to create films for brands, ganyan. Okay, alam ko na yung tatawagan ko. And I really, gagawa talaga ako ng pitch deck, even to creatives. Hindi lang siya pitch deck for clients, but talagang I pitch my idea to creatives, yung ganon. So parang, I know na once I have an idea and I feel so strongly about it, I will drive it with passion, ganon. And yun parang, um, nakakapagod siya, parang to have that kind of energy every single time for every single idea. Pero, fine. If kailangan ko humugot ng energy from, again, my source is God, then I know that He will give it to me. Tapos, I know na, syempre, with this tendency to have abounding ideas, parang meron ding tendency to burn out, right? Kasi
Yeah.
I go all out. And I realized na yun na nga, it's okay to admit that you need help. Kasi parang feeling ko before, hindi ako superwoman enough, hindi ako rockstar enough kasi kailangan ko pala ng support. I can't do it alone, 'di ba? Ngayon, props to single moms, pero ako kailangan ko ng tulong. Ganun.
Present.
And that's okay to ask for help.
Mhm.
Yun, and you ask for help gently, kindly, and with humility na, ito lang talaga yung capability ko and I need, so in fact, isa pang acceptance point yun. Parang, it's recognizing that these are my strengths. I need people to journey with. I can't do things alone. Di ba merong iba na parang, kaya nila everything by themselves.
Mm.
And parang, and I met people na, alam mo yon, place that expectation on me na ako tinaguyod ko yung business ko by myself. Alam mo yon, di ko kailangan ng partners. Ako lang, founder. Tas ako dati yung accounting, sales, marketing. Tas ako, so parang, ay, kailangan ba ganun din ako? And I tried that. And then I failed miserably. And then, okay,
Mm-mm.
so now I know. Even if I have smaller shares in ventures that I start, I need people to journey with.
Mm-mm.
And it's not just out of generosity na I want to share abundance, but because I need help. I can't do things alone. Call
Mm-mm.
me like extroverted that way. 42 pala yung score ko sa extroversion. So,
Talaga?
Dami,
yun.
dami.
Yes.
So, I guess those are the few things that,
I love
um,
it when you said that you are, very infectious, your energy. Because when you said it, walang ego yun, Jess. Parang it's really, alam mo lang, this is a skill, this is a talent, this is a grace that you have. And you own it. And yun nga, ang daming, that's possibly why, daming opportunities come in your way that you feel like, I need to say yes to everything. Kasi nga, may ganun kang energy. And di ba, if you have good energy, di ba, you attract so many things.
yeah.
Yeah.
And maximizer pa yung strength ko.
Pareho
Top
kayo.
one yun.
So when people come to me, gusto ko gawin to, tulungan mo ako. So parang I've come to a point na sige tutulungan kita. Wag na hindi mo ako kailangan bigyan ng shares, tulungan kita. Ganyan. Tapos parang na lang, I believe that parang at some point it will come back. The good
Yeah.
energy, the
It will.
abundance that you share, 'di ba? Kahit pa sa anak ko
Mm-mm.
na bumalik, hindi na sa akin. Alam mo 'yon? So,
Oo. Yeah.
oh,
And then what you were saying kanina about learning to ask for help, sakit ko rin yan eh. Hindi rin ako marunong before. Pero what my insight here is, you just have to be vulnerable with the universe or with your source. Or, alam mo yun, you just have to say, God, I need help. And then,
yes.
people will come who will
Yeah.
make it easy for you. Can
Yeah.
you help me? Can you do this for me? Parang, even if di ako ganun, naging madali for me to ask for help because people were really coming to help out. So yun, it solves the issue. Just vulnerability and honesty, diba? Within
Mm-mm.
yourself to your source.
And alam mo, yung lupasay moment ko talaga last year, it came to a point na I didn't know na what to pray for. And so, para na siyang, Lord, help me. As in, gano'n na lang, like, help me. Like, hindi ko na alam, kasi sabi nila, alam mo yun, we were taught na when you pray, well, I was taught in one of the retreats I joined, when you pray, you have to be specific. Tapos, it came to a point na, I can't pray that way. I don't know what I like. I don't know what I need. I might ask for the wrong thing. So, yun, parang I really just say, help me. And then, the help comes, like in
Yeah.
ways and forms that you don't expect, right?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Or it's
I
not
agree.
in the form that you imagined it to be.
Mm-mm.
Diba? Parang, so
Ganda
you have
nun.
to accept also what's given to you. Na parang it might not be, the help might not be the help that you originally thought you needed. So
Yeah.
there has to be that acceptance of what comes, diba? With
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
that
Yeah.
Actually, I
openness.
wanted to share something. I remember, Chess, I talked to you, and then you said, your declaration is parang, I'm delightfully abundant. Something like that.
Yes, yes.
Diba?
Delightfully abundant. Yeah.
Oo. Tapos
Tapos
parang
naging
sabi mo,
choicefully abundant pa yan.
oo.
Nag-evolve.
Parang, sa'yo ko yun natutunan eh. Yung parang joy in abundance. Diba? Not guilt in having a lot, but being so abundant that there's so much delight and then it radiates out of
Yes. And you
ganda nun.
share that way, 'di ba? Parang
Mm-mm.
rather than taking or whatever, parang it's really creating abundance that
Yeah.
overflows. So, yun, parang alam mo yun, I guess some of the things na I was told, grabe, parang you created a startup company and yet you gave away the shares right away. Hindi ganyan. Dapat as a founder, parang make sure that you have the lion's share of the business para pag ano, whether it's when you get bought by a bigger company or alam mo yon, when it comes to decision making, parang you're the controlling share, ganyan. Kuya joke, by the way. pero, pero I realized even if my share is smaller, but you have this abundance mindset,
Mm-mm.
that
Hindi ka
small share
maubusan.
of a bigger pie is more than enough. So, yun, I guess that abundance mindset is really a gift.
Mm-mm.
I know, parang Jazz mentioned, like financially, may time wala kaming pera ni Enzo. As in, it was so hard for me. Parang na-realize ko, trigger ko pala yon, not having enough. Pero, you get what you need at the time you need it.
Oo.
Yes. Yung just that moment na kailangan mo na siya, may dadating. Like, may nangyari yan
Correct.
sa akin na yung sakto, nagbayad sa akin ng may utang sa akin, yun yung papangbayad ko for something. Alam mo yon, that happened to us.
Galing, no?
Yung sabi ko, Enzo, look, nagbayad ng utang si ganito. Di ba, I think kailangan natin bayaran sa credit card bill as in ganon.
Alam mo,
Minsan
tinetesting
saktong-sakto
lang
pa.
tayo eh.
Oo.
Minsan tinetesting lang din talaga tayo. So, parang you imagine, never pa naman tayo napabayaan sa dami ng pinagdaanan natin. Chess, grabe ka. Ang dami mong pinagdaanan before.
Sobra.
Diba?
Natatawa na lang
Parang, ako rin, natatawa ako. Sino ba sa atin yung
Kasi imagine, nakakuha ko ng early retirement package sa Unilever. Millions. Naubos ko yun at some point. Ganun.
Oh my gosh!
Pero, okay ka pa din ngayon. And you can
Diba?
still say that you're
Oo,
overflowing.
Yeah. And parang one thing and I'm sure this is this is possibly a controversial topic, but before kasi, split kami ng finances ni Enzo. Yung time na kulang kami, so I felt like there always wasn't enough. And then, when we pulled together our earnings, na talagang conjugal, aba, kaya naman pala Kaysa ikaw yung sa rent, ikaw yung sa internet, tapos ako sa ganito, ganyan. Basta ipulang natin together, makikita mo, there's more than enough. So parang, at least for us, it worked well.
Oo.
So, and
Process change lang pala yung abundance
Yes.
ninyo bago mo nyo ma-feel.
Oo.
Sistema lang pala yung kailangan baguhin, pero nandyan na.
Yes.
Galing. Amazing.
At
Si Jazz nag-iisip.
Nag-iisip tuloy ako, paano kaya? Kasi kami baliktad naman kami. Like, before, as in isang pool yan. Pero parang meron kaming false perception. Feeling namin, meron kami tuloy false perception of abundance. Kasi nga, it's a joint pool. So, teka lang. Meron kailangan itabi. Baka we need to compartmentalize naman now the income and the expenses. Parang may ganun kami ngayon. So now, we can see yung mga dinidi-prioritize namin bayaran, parang nare-realize namin, alam mo, hindi pala talaga natin kailangan.
Hindi kailangan.
Oo. Diba?
So, ganun naman yung mga namin ngayon.
It's
Blessings
beautiful.
namin ngayon.
Yeah. And even yung isa pang thing that I accepted, I guess yung last note on that, parang acceptance that everything comes from God. Kasi yun na nga yung sabi ko kanina, just in time. And then, ito's totally foreign concept for a Catholic, but we started to tithe. As in, we give 10% of our money to our Catholic community. And it comes back. And it's only when I've accepted na etong na-earn natin, hindi yan dahil magaling tayo, hindi yan dahil... Kasi,
it's God's economy.
Yeah, kasi paano kung hindi ka na magaling at something, di ba? So, as in, I really felt bad kasi before na nung wala kaming money, na, hey nako, I'm such a bad financial planner or ganon. Alam mo, I really was so hard on myself. And, when my mindset changed, and yun na nga, realized like with Bible study, eh yung mga ibon nga, like ibon. Di ba? Hindi sila nagugutom, di ba? What more you? You are
Yeah.
God's beloved, and therefore, you just give. So, yun din, parang even when it comes to like doing business, parang I guess hindi ako rockstar businesswoman that way. Hindi ako shark na, alam mo
Mm.
yon, in-accept ko na hindi ako yung type na tatawad for services, na I will pay people what's due them. And I've had partners who thought na, ay nako, hindi ka magaling tumawad or parang na hindi yon good as a businesswoman. And therefore ako, different philosophy lang. Diba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kanya-kanya.
Kanya-kanya.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 4 minutes. So,
Oo nga eh. I just want to share some of the comments. So, Sai shared na for her daw, very forgiving,
Very
and when things
forgiving.
just on a cycle that same things happen, then I forgive again. Something like being taken advantage of. Mga 20 minutes ago. Empathy is one good thing about me that I have fully accepted. Ang ganda. Because I am sensitive to others and their needs and I am able to deal with them. That's so nice, Sai. Good for you. Si Em is an empath also.
It's a
Yeah.
gift.
It's
It's a
a gift
gift.
talaga.
Oo. Ngayon, alam ko na what to do with my empathy.
And when you're empathetic, parang it will attract people to you.
Oo.
Diba?
Yeah.
And when
As
you're,
long as
when
boundaries are good. If
oo,
boundaries
as long
aren't
as
good,
you
I
know,
attract the wrong people.
yes.
Right?
Oo.
Okay. So we
Ayan.
have 3 minutes left. My final question to you, Chess. Um, Anong tip mo to make acceptance easy for those who are having a hard time? For those who are at a language state pa? How can we all begin to move into acceptance?
I like the things I said, ano pa rin siya, it's not a done deal. Parang
Correct.
that's what I want.
Ongoing.
Parang acceptance is I guess a daily, even hourly sort of exercise, 'di ba?
Yeah, it's a
Na
choice, no?
yeah, it's a choice, and that's parang having that presence of mind, 'di ba?
Mhm.
Kasi it doesn't mean na alam ko na I just need to be accepting, therefore everything that comes I will accept. Hindi rin eh. Kasi, or even what you've
Mm.
accepted already, you live out naturally.
Yeah.
Hindi. Kasi, remember, I'm 37. Meron tayong, what I learned from Leap nga, we have 30, like at my age, 30 plus years of conditioning. Tas at least,
Correct.
if we have audience in their 20s, that's 20 plus years of conditioning. So, parang if there are things that you've accepted already and need to live out, it doesn't mean that it will come so naturally. You need to make a conscious effort to to embrace and accept
To
the
be
things that you
whatever
want
that is.
every
Oo.
day. And for me, yung super practical tip I can give is talagang put notes everywhere around you of the things that you want to remind yourself about. 'Di ba? Lalo na yung mga memory,
Correct. Write it
childhood
down.
memory. Yeah, write it down. Parang, like, you know how in grade school, Jazz and Miriam, yung meron tayong bulletin board sa
Ah,
harap natin. Like, ano siya, up to now, I remember the bulletin board that I sat in front of. Parang count your blessings day by day and all your worries will fly away. Parang, di ba?
Cute.
totoo.
Important pala yung visual aids. And then at the same time, maganda yung one of the homilies of Father Jerry Orbos. I highly recommend his masses. He said, if days are long, chop them up. Meaning, di ba, you start say at 6 a.m. By 12 noon, languishing ka na. Restart. Meaning, okay, chop them up into half days. As in, think na lang na, oh, I have 8 hours of work today. Hindi. 4 hours of work and then talagang you take a break. And make that break hardworking. Do what you need to do to fill your tank. Do what you need to do to sort of refresh. If it's as simple as taking a shower or going outdoors like and getting some sun, walk
Mm.
outside barefoot, So nagdidilig ako sa roof deck, ganon. And you know, and then I take a bath, and then, okay, fresh start, diba?
Oo, new day.
Oo, na parang, or it's yung acceptance na, okay, I had a bad morning, but it doesn't mean that my afternoon will be bad also. So I will
Correct.
restart this day. Ganon.
Mm. Oo
Yun.
nga, ano. Very simple, very easy. Thanks,
Yeah.
Jess.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
Jess. I love that. I love
Oo.
learning about other ways to accept from you today. Thank you.
You're
Si Sai
welcome.
also shared hers daw is simply recalling in her mind the serenity prayer so I may accept things easily. Ako
Oh,
din, Sai, yan
yeah.
din ang dasal
Maganda
ko lagi.
yan.
Parang strategic
Kinakanta
yung dasal
yan.
ko.
Oo.
What I can accept, what I can change, what I
Ganda.
can plan. Oo, yun yung strategic
Yeah.
ko, yung dasal ko na yan.
And then for doers especially, and people who are used to like making things happen, parang for me, kung meron kang gustong ayusin na parang brick wall na hindi mo talaga ma-breakthrough, ipasa Diyos mo na. Yun talaga to me, like divine intervention na
Surrender.
kailangan
Oo.
dito. And you know, you'll be surprised, like God touches the hearts of people. The most difficult people. Yun.
Correct, correct, correct.
Ang ganda, Jess. Thank you. I wish we had more time. Actually, we can have more time off offline. So,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Jess, for sharing your
Thank you so
wisdom,
much,
your nurturing
Jess.
maximizer to our Bella moms. Any reminders before we go?
Just
So
check
we'll
out
be
our
back
sale.
in
Go to
November, no?
crazyaboutpaper.com. So you can check out our payday sale and then watch out for the new listings because we have this new nice product for journaling that you can use for your stillness, for the time that you have for yourself.
So we hope the rest of the
Okay.
long weekend will be a time for you to reflect on the things that you'd like to accept. Thank you so much, Cheska. Thank you,
Thanks,
Bella
Jess.
Mom.
Thanks, Jess. Thanks,
Bye,
Jess.
Bella Mom.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.